up, gangbangers? It's the Outdoor Heretic back with you, and we're going to go through some problems I'm having on the Old Town Topwater 106 PDL. Alright guys, welcome back, and I want to tell you what happened to me the other day, and I'm going to show you the overall setup. I have the Humminbird Helix 5 SI DI GPS and a whole bunch of other acronyms. Super easy setup, great fish finder. I really like it. I hate to be without it, but as many of you know that are familiar with kayaks, or if you're a beginner and you don't know much about kayaking, the hardest time to load this boat is at the end of the trip. The other day I went to the river, I went to load up the boat. Guy was at the ramp loading his boat, and it was only one ramp, so I came over to the side, got out, got my truck, waited for him to get his boat on the trailer, get out of the way, put my truck down, pulled up, and then I was just going to load it from the side. Now, if you're older and you say, look, I don't know that I can lift 120, 130 pounds, pretty easy to port these because you load up the front, slide it over, get it into the truck first, go to the back, pick it up, and slide it in. It's just that easy. For me, however, I have a covering, a plastic covering in the back of my truck, and it causes it to slip. So I did that. I went to load at an angle and loaded it, and when I did, the corner of my tailgate caught where my transducer is mounted on the bottom, broke the bracket, and today we've got to fix that bracket. Alright, so I'm going to show you my setup. I'm going to show you where everything is. And one of the benefits, I didn't mention this on my why I'm keeping the Old Town Topwater PDL 106, but I love the fact that you don't have to drill into the kayak itself. You may be one of those guys, you do that without zero problems. I'm not bad mouthing you. It's kind of like with the Bible. It took me 20 years to ever write in my Bible. Some of you guys who are mechanically inclined, or you're a skilled carpenter, maybe you could do it without any problems. I'm always worried I'm going to mess it up. So let me show you my setup, show you where it's at, and then I'll tell you about what I've ordered. Alright gang, there is my Humminbird Helix 5. It is mounted right on the side. As you can tell, I've got it on a Scotty mount. Love this system because it's easy to get off. As you can see, I have mine unplugged right now, because when I'm done at the end of the day, I may be going to get something to eat, or if I'm on a trip, this happens to be one of the things I'm scared that may get stolen. So what I do at the end of the day, I unplug it from the back, turn my Scotty mount, pull it right out, and it's good and efficient. As you see, my wires are just run right down in my top right here in the compartment in the front. And I do want to show you this. I have a little waterproof box. Wire is run through. You can see the top of my box here, and then my battery, which is just one of the little batteries that go down in there that lasts with zero problems. I put it right in that waterproof box, and then I put the top on. I will tell you guys, I don't latch the top of that box down, and the reason is I really don't have to. The other great thing about this kayak, I don't have to empty the water out. There's virtually no water that gets into that and doesn't do anything to my battery. So really like that. Now, this typically comes off, and I'm getting ready to take it off when I flip this over because I don't want to have to deal with it. But as you can see, there's my transducer down in there. Let me reach down in there. See how it's broke? The bracket is broke. The transducer mounts underneath, so we're going to have to flip this kayak over and get to the bottom. But really simple, and I'm going to show you the mount on there and tell you about it. All right, guys. I think this is another reason this kayak is hard to beat. Here is the Humminbird mounting bracket. It's a replacement bracket. Now, today's actually Christmas. My wife's getting ready to head out and to her parents, and then I'm getting ready shortly as well to get in the truck and to go. This bracket, I ordered it on Amazon. They said it would be here after January, so I reordered it, and another one. Figured I'd have a replacement on hand. Both of them came yesterday. Reason to be excited, but the replacement is about $18.99, so I went ahead and just ordered two to have in case I do break it again. I'm not without, and I can get out and fish. We're going to flip this thing over, put this bracket on. We're going to show you how easy it is. Stay tuned. Alright, gang, if you can see this, this bracket right here, this is what's broke, but we've got to take that off. Here's how easy Old Town has made it for us to get this off. Alright, gang, since we got that off, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to, we've got to take this piece off, this piece right here, we've got to take that off, remount the new piece. We can use the same screws or we can get new ones, whichever one we're going to do here in a minute. So we're going to show you that, and then we'll put it right back on. We'll show you how to do it. Alright, guys, if you can see this piece, the mounting piece, I don't really need that piece. As you can see, did nothing when it broke. This remained strong. So this piece I don't need, so I'm going to put it right back in the bag and put it with my spare. Let me show you what I do need. In case you're doing this at home, this is the piece that needs to go on here. That is the piece that indeed broke. So I'm going to need to take these off. I've got the 7/16 wrench right here and ratchet, and we're going to go ahead, take that off and remount. Now, there is one consideration I have with this, is I had to drill those holes a little bit bigger because my screws are a little big for those holes. So I may have to widen those holes, and if I do, I'll wring those out a little bit. So we're going to do that, and we'll get back to you here in a second. All right. So everything's off, we've got it off. Now what you've got to do, you've got to make sure that you've got this piece on right. And as you can see, I bored the holes out just a little bit, helps hold it. So you want to take this piece facing the front, overlap, if you can see that, overlap that with the back, click it in there, and then that'll clamp all the way down. Now I don't want to clamp it down yet, and you don't want to either, because if you clamp that down, you've got to have a screwdriver to get it out. So now all we've got to do, now that we have that clamp, is we now take this piece and we mount it to that. And then that means we're going to be able to just screw that right back on the kayak. And as you can see, I got my bolts and my drill bit and my ability to do all that right here. So I'm going to go ahead and connect this piece with the screws that I have, the washers and the lock nuts. And last thing we'll do is we'll put it right on there. Stay tuned. Alright, so both screws are back in, and we're just going to tighten those down right here. That one's good and tight. You just want to make sure you don't strip those screws, guys, because if you strip those screws, you'd have a major situation. So you just tighten down, and you see, voila, that is it. Alright gang, just a couple things. Helix 5 works great on the kayak. You can see how easy it is. It's especially easy on the Old Town Topwater 106 PDL self-mount bracket that Old Town provided. Phenomenal, great piece. You don't have to drill in. And if you break that bracket, easy to replace. And guys, it being on the bottom, it is easy to scrape across something. I can already see my transducer being mounted, and where it's mounted, it being scraped again. So you know what? If this helped you and you're new to kayaking, or you're somebody that's fished out of a kayak for a while and you've been wondering how Old Town does it, subscribe, like, and comment, and I appreciate you guys being here. Hey guys, just very briefly, real quick, got a little thing I just wanted to show you. This is the L-Time wristband, magnetic wristband. This was given to me as a little stocking stuffer from my wife, and I've been building my mini camper back here, and this has come in super handy. As you can see today, as I had to bore out the hole on my transducer mount, I needed this drill bit. So instead of setting it somewhere, losing it, I'm able to stick it right on there. Look at that magnet. Whoop, 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 whoop. And it doesn't fall off. Got a screw on there. It's great for being able to hold something up with the drill. And when you're up here, you don't have to reach down into your pouch. You're able to hold it with the drill, reach over here, grab this screw, take the drill, mount it in there. Really cheap. You can find these on Amazon. Not sponsored by them. Just a easy little tool to give you. You know what? I'm going to try it on the kayak with some hooks just to see if it helps me out, so that I don't have to be reaching for tackle boxes and things like that. Check it out. Again, like, subscribe, comment. Look forward to seeing you on the next adventure.